Jay's Productions. Let's start this thing.
Hello there. Hey, we're getting there. We're getting there. Kind of slowly. We're getting there, though. Alright, so. Let's get the game on. Honestly, oh. That isn't yet, though, is it? They got me excited. No, it isn't yet. I've been hoarding. They got me. Yeah, I was going to say. No worries, T-Max. I'm going to say, thank you very much, man. I say it as if I played a massive part in Stoke staying up. It actually made my weekend, just making everything feel a little bit better. Alright. Nothing going on there. Yeah, I thought it was the next reset, but it's like... What a weird day to do it. Like, not even May the 4th or May the 5th, but May the 6th. Well, whatever. Don't think I've done this yet. Just plop these in. I know I did them on my main, but I haven't done the free-to-play. Maybe. I mean, I suppose it's something for their end, but you'd thought these things would be sort of blocked in anyway. That's not bad. Ooh, wow, I'm really getting the greens in. Yeah, I just found the whole thing a little bit strange, but whatever. We're getting it. It's just timing-wise, it's sort of like, huh? I've done the GC as much as I can. I very much doubt I can do here 6 to 10 with my Tuscans here. I think it took me about 10 minutes to do it on full auto on my main. Alright, opponent's attack there. I mean, saying that, we haven't got to do too much here, to be frank. Let's do a battle and we can nope out. I couldn't believe that how many greens I got. I don't think I've ever had 90 signal data without actually deliberately hoarding it. The sign I've been farming Hunter. Alright, let's pop that. So Scimitar will blow up and go bye-bye. But we will win. As always. Forever or an eternity. So I saw BitDance's video after I streamed last time, and he has updated the website, so I'm going to try and take advantage of it as best I can. I mean, I know a few of these things like the GAC Scout suggested count as their Patreon features. And to be honest, at some point I would like to give him a Patreon because he's been really helpful, not just to me, but to everyone. But for now, I'm just going to make the most of the freebies. And to be honest, he's got some nice work in. I mean, just the fact that I can now have Temin and Crimson on here, you know, without having 2 separate windows, that's brilliant for me. That's the one good thing about Mark 6 there. You know, it comes in, and it would have felt a waste if it had used the basic then. So, at least the fact it does automatically AoE, it means it doesn't waste it kind of. Like now if it does a basic, that'd be fine, but we know it won't. I suppose if the battle was dragging out, it wouldn't be bad. Alright, nothing too fancy here. Just get a little bonus goodies. What? I was just about to say what we're on, then I remembered it's up here. 21k, that's not too bad, is it? I was going to change and then I realised I want to do something. So I use this snapping feature. You guys probably know it better than I did. Is it this one? No, it's Copilot. This? Yeah, it's that. Power Toys. Where the immature part of me thinks, yeah, that's got an interesting name. And I use, I think, Fancy Zones, that's it. But like right now, I've got this as a data. Just move it so we can see the screen better. Now, ideally, with this one, we can just widen it a little bit to about there. But I wouldn't mind if I can. I'm not sure I can, but I would like to. I would like to actually open it up a bit and just see, like, get the game up or something, but I don't think I can do it without shutting everything down. I think I'm just going to have to settle for guessing and assume it's about there. It hasn't updated yet. There we go, that's a bit better. It kind of fits just a little bit better on the screen. You can see all the zones. Yeah, I'm alright with that. Alright. I might alter it again if I think the height could be better or something. It was only ever meant to be like a default measure. I did mean to screen transition, yeah. And the thing is, it's saying here I did. Yeah. That's what fooled me. Yeah, the transition's not going. Let me just do fade a minute, like a more basic one. Alright, so it will fade, but it'll take an absolute eternity. There we go. I don't know what was going on there. Oh well. I mean, between that and my iCloud app popping up at random, it generally does feel like I'm just going to have to change all my personal details anyway. By the way, am I the only one who's a bit disappointed by the May the 4th chest? Like, I looked at it, and I saw, oh yeah, we got crystals, we got this, that, the other, and it was like 5 of everything, like 5 crystals. I couldn't help but think, alright CG, that really does scream of, we're giving you a gift, but don't expect anything. It was just weird. Like, okay, I'll take my 5 crystals and I'll be happy with them then. Yeah, I did these. Alright, we got a target set for us. Right, where am I? Mouse. There we go. A bit like BlueStacks though, so I do wish a little bit that they had a really chunky mouse or gave you the option for it. It's a small thing, but it'd be just nice being able to actually see where the mouse is more clearly. I suppose if you're playing on one monitor, it's not that bad, but I feel like I can lose my mouse quite easily. Yeah, that is true. You could automatically make it bigger. I don't know if there's a way you could actually do it to set it up where you launch Swoggo, it automatically makes the mouse bigger. That would be kind of cool. Because generally, I'm alright with it, and sometimes I'm very happy it's the size it is. And then other times it's like, a little bit bigger, wouldn't it? Do them in a check in a minute, just make sure that both of my accounts are in TW. I think they are, but I've had that before. I've thought I've done it and I haven't. You know, you think about Leviathan and the takeover mechanic. How cool would it have been if you could have controlled enemy reinforcements? Something about that just seems really cool. Like they fire on their own allies. It just feels like with Leviathan, they kind of went halfway with it. Like they didn't want to fully commit to the idea, so they were like, all right, we'll do some things that kind of fit with that vibe, but we won't do them all. Might break things. The irony. Oh, the irony. Oh, that reminds me. I have treated my account to something over the weekend. Not this one, oddly enough. This one's not had anything. It was my free-to-play account. forgot I'd switched. So, it's a silly one, but JML. I thought to myself, I haven't actually done anything with JML for donkeys. So, you know what? Let's do it. Let's give the Duffer an upgrade. So, R9, he's a little bit better now. I mean, R8 was I was coping okay, but I figure we might need him with against Lord Vader a bit more. He's still got legs there. With this guy's Clone Trooper, I'm doubting it. But maybe in 3s, there's something I honestly don't know. Either way, I thought it's going to be an alright upgrade. I don't think I'm going to regret it in any way. It's one of those where you think he should have been R9 a long time ago. And like I said, I've somehow accidentally hoarded signal data over there. So I was like, oh, go on, I'll actually use it. The one update from the weekend over here is that we finished Balin. You know, R7 for a lot of people isn't finished, but for me, I'm content there. He'll do a job for me. And I think he's okay, I'm guessing. I mean, one way of finding out. There we go, Balin. Average in Kyber, 100,000 health. So a little bit low there. Saying that it is between Relic 8 and 9, that, so a Relic upgrade could get there. 159k protection, I'm at 137, again that could bump with that. Speed 335, I'm a little faster. Armor, I'm guessing, is the other stat, 73%, 69. So yeah, I think that's literally just the Relic upgrades not being there. But yeah, interesting. You know what, I've just shut that down now. There we go, bring it back up. Let me get Discord open. In your own time, Discord. Oh, it quite literally needed to open. I didn't realise that. Early friggin' Leah. Alright, so I'm going to post this in my guild's bragging rights channel for the simple fact there's someone there who might notice it and comment. Wow, it is really sluggish. Really, really sluggish. Alright, that's... Never mind. Here we go. B unit. Balin. And I want to do Relic level 8. Yeah, that should all be okay. Okay, so if it were Relic 8, I'm just going to bring that back over here a minute. Just in sight. We're still shy on the health. It would only be a 3k bump. The protection will go up a little bit to 143. Still think I'm okay, but I think there is an argument that he's still a bit off. I'm curious what R9 is. that is 97k health. That's just shy of like the targeted health goal. 180k protection would shoot past that 159 target. The armor would be 71 compared to the 73 there. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, what I said there is true. I am curious if it is just a nice upgrade, like if this is just what people in Kyber have done, or is something that you really need to do to get the most out of Balin. I'll make... Why do I have this feeling there was something in this kit about Relic amplifier levels? I think I'm imagining it. Oh no, there. It gains 1 stack per Relic amplifier level he has. So people have probably bumped him to 9 purely to help with that. I swear Balin had the longest kit on release. Especially for a non-GL. I might be wrong, but doesn't Shin have something about relics as well? There we go, at the start of the battle she gains 1 stack per Relic amplifier level. Yeah, honestly, that just seems filthy. You know what I mean? That they've basically said, oh, by the way, if you want more stacks, put more relics on. Does feel like a way to just encourage R9s. A bit like Jar Jar, you know, I didn't really have any intention to take Jar Jar that high, but as soon as you see that in his kit, was it this one? There we go, it gains 2 stacks of plasma shielding for every 3 relic amplifier levels. It's like, well, you might as well take it to 9 to get the 6 extra stacks. If I hadn't got other things to sort of work on, I would probably do Balin just because I think there is a hit reason to do it, you know. But man, that is just not on my priority list right now. You could see I've got a few things on the go. I mean, one of the things I'm hoping to do, try and get Lord Vader's clones built up in time to get Lord Vader. Might be a bit of a whimsical dream, but it is something I would like to try and do. I mean, assuming one of them goes on Cantina, that will slow me down, but I'd like to think that it's only Newt that isn't at Relic at this point. And I'm working on him now. It's weird though, isn't it? That you kind of haven't been thinking about Lord Vader on this account for a while, then these clones come in, and even though Vader won't be in the raid, you can't help but think, right, we've got to try and get the Lord Vader team up and running. It's going to be powerhouse for some time at this rate. Like, you get the impression things will be released to counter it, because not a lot currently in the game does. Oopsie. I didn't realise that was all going to go very quiet. It was me thinking, I'll just quickly get rid of my red dots. Everton's best. Hello there. How you doing? Not sure about Everton being best, but I'm going to say I can let it slide. Oh. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm going to say, just waiting here, trying to get my fleet climb wrapped up. We've got 1 minute until the final hour starts. Oh, I say 1 minute. It's not even 1 minute. It's a couple of seconds. There we go. No, I'm not a Liverpool supporter. I'm a Stoke City supporter. So, yeah, Stoke are the best. I wish, but I would say one can dream, Matt. Hey, one can dream. I have been Goodison. It's actually one of my favourite grounds that I've been to. I'm a little bit disappointed it got it's getting I won't say demolished or whatever, but you're moving. Yeah, we did join. Yeah, we're all sorted. You've just started. I'm going to say that's yeah, that's a long journey. I'm guessing you've got this in your inventory, your event log kind of thing. I got what you call it then. I haven't actually seen if there is a free pack for new players. I haven't actually heard anyone mention it. It's like we get cluttered, like people who are later in the game, we get cluttered with all other different things. We can't actually see something like that. But yeah, it is pretty decent, that. The Afterdraft bundle's decent as well, a tenner. I will agree. Oh, actually, that's not as bad as I thought. I'm not saying I'd go for it, but I thought it was just Omega and Batcher. So the fact that Wrecker and Crosshair are in there, that's not bad. Oh yeah, for definite. Thank you for follow, Everton's best. Nothing screaming out at me as crazy there. Can we get 4, please? I don't want to spend the energy. I've been teased. Again. I've started something the last 24 or so hours. Purely out of boredom. It's probably very reckless. But I decided to start giving some of my I'm never going Rallic characters some Rallics. I took Jedi Consular and Ewok Elder to Gear 12, and Ima Gundai. I think Ima could come back to be helpful if is useful in the raid. If. But yeah, it's like, I'm thinking, alright, can I get IG-86 done? But it feels such a weird thing to go and do, but I kind of like the idea of not having any old characters that need gear. The only one that hasn't got any is Trench, and I really could do with looping back to do him. Sure. Go ahead, Everton. Now, I'm a little bit in a funny spot there because I've got a dog and a cat. I had cats first. I've had 3 cats. I've currently got 1. But yeah, I had my dog after as well. So, they're different kinds of things, aren't they? It's like my cats. They've all been very chill. You know, they come to you for a love, but they're quite happy just doing their own thing. And then I've got my dog here who's lying on my bed right now as if to say, he's not here, I'm going to just sniff where he usually lies. It's as if she's like, got to just have that little bit of connection with me. So, yeah, you can't beat it, can you? It is nice. It is. I mean, put it like this. I wasn't sure about having a dog when I lived with my mum. And when she was talking about it, I was like, I didn't like dogs. You know, they did scare me when I was a kid and all this, so it was a bit of a worrying thing. But honestly, I've got my dog's a little Bichon Free, and by God, she changed my opinion on them entirely. I mean, granted, if there was still this big dog like a, no, I wouldn't even say like a Dane or anything, just something that was very big and aggressive, it might take me aback for a minute. But compared to where I used to be, and it's all down to her. I'm gonna say, I just know that she's a little fluff ball. So I know that the chances are other dogs are. Whereas back then I didn't really see it. Even if someone told me, I wouldn't see it, so now I do. Really, really strange, but I love it. I won't know what this name's about. I don't know who this guy is, but Kawakian Monkey Lizard. Bugger names confuse me anyway. I mean, granted, I've got a pair that might raise a question mark, but even that, it's like this Adolphe Menjou. So is this guy French, or is he, or is it something else? And then it's always like a little game trying to imagine what the Russian names are. I'm assuming it's Russian. I might be completely wrong ballpark. Oh, the little gits! The store didn't refresh on the... Oh, you little... I'm glad I thought to have a quick look. Because I wasn't going to. I was like, you know what, I'll leave it. It's not like the biggest thing, but it's the fact that it... Oh. Like only a handful of things, but I'm just nice that I've been able to grab them, you know. What year are we on now with Swalgo? It was 2015. What was it? 10 years this year. Wow, if it's 10 years, I've completely lost track of that. But 10-year game nearly. Wow. Yeah, there are still little hiccups like that. I'm thinking it was 2015, wasn't it? Because I'm sure I've heard people saying they were playing it back then. Yeah, I'm glad you knew Osprey. I mean, it makes sense because they did, like, as the first, well, I wouldn't say the first big add-on, but I remember there was a big deal about Rogue One coming into the game. So it wouldn't have made sense if they were coming into the game, but it was after launch, you know what I mean? I really wish I could travel back in time and see what it was like back then. I mean, everyone talks about like Qui-Gon Jinn lead meta and all that, but like I've said before, I did play the game very briefly when it first launched. I really wish I could go back to myself back then and say, stick at it. You know, I'm curious how far along I'd be by comparison. I mean, that'd be what, 3 years of progress? It doesn't sound like a lot, but you think 3 years progress, that would be... You'd like to think I'd have everything going now. You know, maybe the new releases I'm still behind on in terms of I have to just get them when I can, but I don't know. Where the dream scenario sort of, you question it, it's like, would I be like that, or would I still be as dopey as I ever am? Alright, smooth. I mean, the ships are still drunk, but it's smooth. So, let's get into Grand Arena. Let's just kick it off. We've got a score to beat. For clarification, we did lose the last round, but I was actually okay with my performance. I mean, it was still a loss. It was still a pretty heavy loss in terms of where we were versus where they were. But I know where I lost it. This front wall, pretty damn straight. We lost on Love Vader with Hapo and CX2. Tried Leia, thinking Leia would have legs against it, and she definitely didn't. So that meant then we had to use Sia, and that meant Sia wasn't available for this, which meant we had to use other teams for Rey, and yeah, it snowballed. So that will really cost us. Cheers, Appleton. Yeah, it's strange. I just didn't see that. I felt like it was a really bad counter. And it was just down to the fact that when I took my shot on Apo with Drogon, he just recovers 100% health, and it kind of went, but it snowballed against me from there. Yeah, so everything else is pretty much clean. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe I didn't know the specific way of doing it, but how I played it, it didn't feel good, let's say that. Might be a case of having to see what the strategy is. If there was a reason I'd build up my maul on this account, it'd be to give me options like that. I mean, there's no way I'd throw a Rowlet one ball at it. So I'm kind of stuck with keeping Starkiller around, and that then loses me a counter when it comes to Rey. Yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. All right. So let's strike them. Let's see what you got. Although I won't be surprised if this hasn't shut down. Really? Alright, you've intrigued me there, Osprey. So, yours isn't modded well at all? I find that strange. Telegram. Oh, Russian, that makes more sense. Okay, so you've gone heavy offense, but I get you. That makes sense. The pull the logs on Drogon targeting the summon. Don't hit Apo until Drogon's first turn. Then one-shotting with Drogon. Now, I'll tell you what, right? Let me see if I can pull up the last round, purely because I'm curious if that's what we did. That sounds a bit like what we did, but I couldn't tell you for sure. We might not have gone for the summon, but I don't know if we actually got him below that threshold.
£10? £10 not bad.
Hang on 1 sec, I won't get rid of that. I forgot to do it earlier. There we go, remove. Done. Where are my clips? I do feel like I'm missing something when I can't find something on my own channel. Yeah, so that was Taman. There we go. Well, I can see how it ended. Full screen for you. Yeah, so Lord Vader did go first. That could have been an issue. I didn't target the... I actually went straight for Apo. I wouldn't have thought he's gone below 80%. He might here. Yeah, straight away recovers and Lord Vader ults. Yeah, it was amazing how quick it fell apart, to be honest. Because I was thinking going into it, it would be overkill with both CX and Apo only being R5. It wasn't a crit. No. Yeah, drug and basic. Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, then we know for the future. The plan had been that if we could get Lord Vader... Sorry, if we get Apo out, then Lord Vader would be more susceptible. That was the thinking, that even if it went wrong, just prioritise getting Apo out. So when that didn't happen, it felt really bad. But saying that, if I'd have realised that doing as much damage as we did would make it harder, then I would have gone a different way about it. Alright, lost track of where I am here. So, let's just shut that down, and let's have a look at what this guy's got. So, they're ahead of me on GP, 12.4 to 13.03. Zetas, they're ahead, 321 to 382. Omicrons, 46 to 36, we'll take that. GLs, they've got all of them. Rallics, 253 to 265. They're ahead on Rallic 9s and 8s. I've got a little bump on the 7s and the 5s. Speeds, we're looking good so far. 104 to 54 on the 25s. 308 to 299 on the 20s. Not the biggest of gaps, but we'll take it. And they're flooring me on the 15s, so yeah, whatever. Datacrons, it looks like they've done more rerolls. Anything of note. A bit odd to do full health modding. Although I don't know if that's something with Apo, so we might have to just do a quick check there. No, they haven't built them up yet, although they have put an Omicron on CX2, so... Future-proofing? Right, okay. I'll keep that in mind if ever I see it again. I mean, I think they're definitely thinking about going that road, but I'd be surprised if they put Apo and CX2 in there already. I mean, that'd be... I wouldn't say it'd be asking for trouble, but it'd definitely be like, really? You just willing to have the two sides die? Bit of an odd choice there. And there. All health modding again on Maliko. So I do think there's a vibe to what you're saying. Maybe. Oh, it's either that or they don't really know what they're doing. Suppose it's take your pick. A very fast scout trooper. Yeah, I'm not enthusiastic about what I'm seeing, let's say that. I don't think that there's anything I'm too worried about. I mean, it's like looking at this and I'm thinking Night Trooper this quick. Alright. Let's see what we're doing. Okay, so the top wall was all one shot. South wall. Oh, we did get a drop on DTMG. Alright, that's cool. No holds on Ray, Rex, Queenie, or Dash. With that score, I'm expecting at least another drop. Nothing on the back wall, Slacker, Tuscans, Caloran, Gas, or JMK. Anything in fleet? One in fleet, Executor held. Alright. That's something. We've got two little bits of wiggle room. Defense, we got Ahsoka. We got Starkiller. We've got Powerful. Ooh, wow. That's even Zalbar. Okay. We've got Dash with the other group of Wookiees. Boss Nass. Oh, thank you. It wasn't Starkiller. You know me, guys. I'm guilty of it. I will just sometimes look at a leader, especially when I'm doing this. So, yeah. Thanks for calling me out on it. All right. Let's go here. Afro with the Afrocron. We've got General Syndulla. Seen that a few times this season. I'm not sure if there's anything to say there. They have got Lord Vader with the baby clones. Jabba, which is a surprise considering they've got the Afrocron down. And Ray. Ray Ben Ness. Alright. This is where I'm just asking for an opinion because I wouldn't know otherwise, but something tells me Lord Vader can deal with JML can deal with Lord Vader as far as one AoE and they're out. I mean, it's not like they've got the Clone Commander thing going on, so if we can just nuke Apo, we're good, aren't we? And from there, I'm thinking we'd do Afra. Yeah. I mean, even if we can't crit, it doesn't matter, because obviously the coin's true damage. Spear? Bane would be interesting. I was going to say, I will always take an opinion off your opinionator. How you doing? I feel like with this, we essentially need something that will deal with the droids effectively. wonder if the Great Mothers could deal with them. I mean, the Great Mothers could easily deal with Gungans, to be fair, so maybe we just save them for that. Yeah, Insight's not available here. We got Leia for Ahsoka. I'm sure I've heard that Dabba Bulba can take out Jensen. I'm thinking Did does as well. Alright, that's not helpful at all. Okay, some madmen out there by the looks of it. Have I just shut down the wrong one? I've just shut down the wrong one. Okay. Great. Yeah, probably it, innit? I'm sure I did this the other day because it was pretty funny just watching the dots kick in. Was that what it was? Like, can you readjust the season? There we go. Yeah, 100%. That's more than fine for me. Alright, so let's have a look here. What have people been doing with Aphra? I mean, Bane is kind of tempting. Raver's kind of interesting, even though the win rate goes down. Sid is not doing it, 55%. Balin at 90 is interesting. I think I'd be okay trying that. I feel like using Balin is a better trade than giving Bane away. Just in terms of, I don't really know exactly what I'm doing with Balin yet, so I feel like, how do I put it? I'd rather use him here and hopefully get through and have Bane as a backup if something went wrong, versus using Bane first and then Balin not being able to do anything, if that makes sense. I feel like Bane's just the better Swiss Army knife for that bat wall. We got Jabba still here. We got Raver, Dabba Bulba. Dashcron isn't anything fancy. He'll bet again, Everton. I mean, I'm thinking Traya could be a safe choice here. Gungans, maybe. Yeah, if it's worth anything, I'm feeling a bit on my end. What was this song? It should be just above my head. It's the Glimmer AGST. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, Osprey. Oh. Hello. I feel like it's not like a streaming issue. Maybe it's something to do with the internet. Yeah, I try to have a bit of funk going on. I wish I could say that with a straight face. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that, I guess. I mean, Fennec's going to be on the list somewhere, I think. There we go. Fennec is named, but it's Bounty Hunters, really. Freya and... Rad, for argument's sake. Dual Empire, so why not? We've put stuff down. I feel like we're going very circular there. If even those in the galaxy far, far away had nothing better to do than play this. Right, well, let's get the Balin game out, because I don't really know what I'm doing, as I've said. So it feels kind of fitting that we just, you know, rip the band-aid a bit. Plus he's a bit squishier here, so there is always the potential things go wrong. God, I don't like the no Datacrons though. That's a cleanse. We don't want to use the cleanse, so let's just go for BT because he's the one that will destroy us. Okay, there could be a revive coming, but we'll deal with it. Doubt is not fun. Alright, I've got a force taunt, I'll take that. Right, get rid of that droid, please. Okay, Marek down, not fun. Okay. I was more worried that the other two would be back, so that's something. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Right, okay, I didn't know we got revive protection. I refer you to the essay we were reading before. I'll take that. I'll take it. Okay. Not clean, but we got there. Oh, can I just say, folks, I didn't realize we wanted an ad break on Twitch. My bad. Okay. We got 62 out of that, so that's an okay start. Oh, hang on. Just getting called away. One sec. Oh, jeez. Cup of coffee. Oh, okay. I didn't know if everything had gone quiet then, or if it was just me. Alright. Send Insidious. That's actually a tongue twister if you're not ready for it. Yeah, I got through with the spear last round. Granted, we did lose the round because we went layer first, but as we've said at the start of the stream, that was more to do with me than layer. Blame where it's due. Yeah, go on. We'll straighten off and fly right. Okay. Hello, Diddy. Hey, we got the kill. Nice. This is the bummer, that if we can't actually get them to die... Like, that's what was in my head. I thought, are we going to lose banners here? 59. We're fine. Okay. Come on. She's sitting there as if to say, are you going to pay me attention? It's like having a baby. Hey? You alright, eh? Hey, no kisses. Come on. You gonna go see your mama? Hey? No, you don't have to act so grumpy. Go on. I'll see you in a minute. Wouldn't mind, I've got my cat under the desk as well. There's always a little zoo in here. Alright. Jedi scum. Part of me wants to try Shack, but I think that's just an absolute waste of time. Let's just go all in. Yeah, she's a lovable little thing, is our pup. Yeah, no surprises there. Let's just basic. Pass that to Knight Luke. Stun who we can. Pop him out. Can we just slow you down a minute, please, Lord Vader? Thank you. Much obliged. Get rid of this Nightfall Trooper as fast as we can. And yeah, we just chip away very, very slowly at Lord Vader. I don't see much point going for the X2. That's such a weird status effect dot that are locked. Am I wrong in thinking he gains protection up every time we lose a dot? Yeah, he's definitely seeming a bit annoying just hiding back there. We have got our own all coming. Ooh, we're gonna die here. Gonna stop him. Alright, he's gone. He's gone. Messy, but I think that might have been a bit of a misplay on my part. Don't know exactly where, but it kind of ended up alright. It was down to that bonus turn. I should have just done a coin and let Cal not die straight away. That's fine though. 52. Hang on. Defeat clones with CX2 present. That feels like a bugged one. I'm sure it isn't. I'm sure they've just worded it very flexibly. But that is still interesting that I managed to chip away at that. Alright. Afra, come in here, babe. He'd hate being called babe, I'm sure. Oh, no, not you, not you. I'm going to hold my hands up to something, right? I did that in TW. I was just sort of clicking quick to select characters. I put on Afra's Datacron, and it was only when I was in the middle of the battle I realised I'd taken in, I think it was Chrysanthemum instead of Prick. So yeah. Let's not do that again. Hey up, Snappy, how you doing? We're doing good. And so we've beat Afra and we've beat Lord Vader, so far so good. Alright, Prick, we're going to target that lovely lady over there. And can we just pop her? Lovely. Get rid of that protection if we can. Great. Like Tone the Tiger. You're great. Bit of armor shred, just whittling down a bit. A bit more would be nice. Oh, it is very nice. I mean, I'll be disappointed when this one goes. Let's just do basic. Yeah, it's not clean, but that's pretty much my mantra, isn't it? I'm very, very messy when it comes to my GAC. As long as we get over the score they got, that's the main thing. And I think this is the fifth or sixth consecutive GAC for Temmin where we've seen Lord Vader on defense. Sorry, not Lord Vader, Jabba on defense. I can't remember if it was last round. It wasn't. It wasn't on defense last round, so this is 5 out of 6. I find it ridiculous how many people are putting Jabba down still. I'm hoping to follow you, Snappy. I've started on IG-12, so that and Paz all that's stopping me. I think IG-12's Relic 3 right now, Paz Relic 1, so hopefully in the next few weeks. So essentially you place it so that it eats Afra. I mean, I suppose it's one way of looking at it. Alright, I've just realised I haven't been keeping track of these. 69. I think, was it 66 then? I've just realised it can't be that, it's 56 at most. That seems about right. I mean, I've got the correct score up here, so even if it isn't exact, it's close enough. Yeah, I couldn't remember exactly. I thought it's close enough either way, but yeah, it's fine. One prat with the... Oh, let me try that again. One prat with the raid, party of 17. How y'all doing, folks? We're just knocking down a wall. Care to join me? Sadly, we've got no Crons to play with, or at least Crons I would like to play with. Appreciate you doing the shout out, Snappy. Let's get into it. Let's hit Ray, I guess. And so you can knock out whatever you like, bud. Here we go. Ooh, that was impressive. Is that a squishy pen? No, R7. I was just a bit surprised then. I thought, wow, we're knocking them down. Alright, can we just stop you from doing things a little bit, please? 15 stacks here. Hello there, Lady Geek. We're having something with 3v3. I'm not sure if fun is the word, but we're having something. How are you getting on? Up. 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 Have that. Have that. 55. Alright. We're having a better time now. Alright, 55. Let's clock that on the score sheet. And let's just see what we got to add to it. Queenie and Bam are in sight. We've got the Great Mothers. As mentioned, Queenie. We've got Qui-Gon. Finn. And Bam. Those rocks are busted, as ever. We always love a few rocks being thrown. Okay. Jabba the Beskar. We've got Darth Revan for Great Mothers. Bane for Queenie. Raver for that, I guess. Actually, saying that, we could even go C for that. And we haven't got Starkiller now, but I would be amazed if Raver couldn't deal with that. Wondering if we could do Dab Bob Bulba there. For the record, that isn't Fennec. I just can't be bothered putting a bounty hunter in there like Bosk. Then maybe do Treya there. Or maybe we do that and that. Alright, let's get back up to the North Wall and we'll just start chipping away at these. It's actually quote unquote nice to see Ezreal with the Ahsoka for a change. I'm sure if I lose this I won't be feeling that way, but I'm kind of fed up seeing it with Rey. Armor pen. Oh, and saying armor pen, you're special damage, aren't you? Yeah, armor pen's useless. There wasn't resistant pen, so. Oh, now that's a question. Do we? I know. I waited out Osprey. I'm just thinking. Do we burn the Bulbacron to get the resistance pen, or do we trust that we can get through without a Cron? So if just before I do it, if I haven't actually faced Wookiees in such a long time. Malgasm. Okay, you think I'm fine because it's only R7. Okay. let's do that. I did my conquest, but I just spent so much of my cash getting the focus, or two of the focus data crons, so I just didn't have a lot to go around. Each of my teams on defense have got a cron. Alright, feeling good. But yeah, that was my big regret coming out of Conquest. I just didn't have enough to actually flex. Alright, very smooth. But yeah, I'm saying to myself with the next conquest, I really want to make a better effort to get crons sorted. I mean, on my free-to-play, I've actually put an Omicron on Padawan Obi-Wan just to try and give me that little extra time I might need. And I'm debating it on here. I really don't want to do it on my main because it feels like a waste of an Omicron, but I'm weighing it up if it's worth it. It's not like I've got to do it here and now. Alright, let's get rid of Phalanx. I like that timing wise. Music just dulled as Boss did his ability. Kinda cool. Alright, I don't think we get much here, but we'll try and do something. Look, we're going to get you, Jar Jar. We are going to get you. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but we will get you. Just chip at the shield. Just in case that was helping him. I can't remember something in his kit saying the shield gives him an extra evasion, but maybe that's just the bit I've completely forgotten. Right, what was next? I think both of those we did decent for banners, by the way. 57, 57. Is it when the shield? I knew it got the evasion, and I knew it was crazy high evasion, but I didn't know it was the shield. That clarifies it. Right, let's just send this. Oh, please don't. I was going to say, please let go in. Alright, let's just work on Topple. I've got Gungans for brains then. Alright, 56. That didn't feel great, not gonna lie. Ooh, try again. Yeah, that just got messier than I would have liked. Alright, I can't do too much here, but we'll do that while there's something we can do. You want to just keep hitting Clone Wars Chewie. I never thought I'd be saying that at this time of the game. Like, someone really put their work into the Wookiees. I'll give them their props. The funny thing is, I didn't actually realize it was Clone Wars Chewie. I thought it was Veteran. With them changing the pictures, I just haven't seen Clone Wars Chewie much since they updated them. Right, ideally I want to isolate Papa Palps, I think. Just so he can't keep chaining turns off Mara. Oh, hang on, that was a misclick, but nothing major. Pass. It's I've just come from 4 million GP to 14 million, and I don't really know what goes on defense kind of vibe. Lightspeed bundles be wild, man. I think the thing is, just because you've got something doesn't mean you have to use it though. You know what I mean? There's me who puts Ewoks on defense. Alright. I don't think I kept track there on the last two, but I'm assuming, yeah, 57 and 57. That should keep us up to date. Yeah, 1088, cool. Alright, let's get Darth Revan in. I'm curious what you mean there. Are you talking about, like, if it was a Palpatine level 9? Battlefries, General Kenobi to you. How you doing? Let's pop the lightning. I was going to say, I was trying to remember what we were on today, because I know it was May the 4th, Revenge of the 5th. So I get confused when we're on suddenly the 6th, or we're coming up to the 6th, I should say. You'd have thought it'd be like Return the 6th or something. If I could do a watch party, I'd be tempted. I wouldn't even know how to set one up. Oh yeah, I kind of get what you mean with that, yeah. It's like, there are the odd instances, like, I remember with Dengar's Chronicle a months back, you know, you put that with Or at least it was something that was touted, you could put it with Trench. You know, it doesn't really fit with Trench, but just because there are mercenaries there, it's like, why not? So, I kind of get what you mean there. Yeah, we don't need crons from here, surely. This is the May, I like that one. I feel like that's going to be the way with a lot of purchases for me. It's like, I'd like it, but couldn't they have done it like several months ago or like several weeks ago? It always seems to be at the wrong time for me. That's one way of doing it for sure, Snappy. I mean, I've taken tips from Zaris in the past. I feel like he comes up with some good comps. I didn't check the banners there. I'm assuming that's 57 though. Pop that there. I do notice a touch of irony that normally when I do solo C, it's like, oh no, no! And the one time I actually put Watton, it's like, no, why did you do solo C? I'm all up for the irony. Exactly, that's my vibe. We like to try seeing situations where it couldn't possibly go wrong. It's better in 3s than 5s, let's say it like that. Did I ever have it? Right, not too off that one. Right, Raver. It's all about ability blocks, isn't it? If you get stuck in an ability block loop, then you're kind of screwed. Yeah, rightfully so. I don't live down the Afro-lead Inquisitors. That was one of the moments of my streaming career, shall we call it. Yeah, it's a day long remembered. Alright, that was just bloody lucky rather than anything else. Unless we're talking evasion, but that's another kind of annoyance, I guess. Alright, at least Bam's playing along. There we go, you can land them. Go on, let's just keep him on there. I was going. Oh, Okay, I know Sarnacron does a lot, but 9 birds, that is quite literally running with it. Okay, well, pros, it's 2v1. Cons, it's Hondo. Yeah, let's just try and get through this. Man, oh man. I know it's Sana again, but did anyone think that Bush would die there? I thought we'd get hit, but I didn't think it was going to be like a kill shot. If anything, they haven't really done a lot to ramp up their offense, or at least it didn't feel like they had. Yeah, just delete. 54. Alright, so no drop battles. That's a plus. I'd say going into Fleet we're looking good. That's actually a bit of a... How do I phrase it? That's a bit of a bad loop to get stuck in. Hang on, I don't want to do this. Alright, that's better. Yeah, I think the best way I can phrase it is, I go in thinking, oh yeah, Jabba should be fine, we just pop thermals and we're done, but the downside is, yeah, you gotta land them. Get blind on. Yeah. Why do I get the feeling TIE Bomber's gonna be next? Right, flyby gets us to 75. I mean, even if it is TIE Bomber, I'd like to think 80... Oh, you little Had to be an evade. Rip. I didn't get a single ship, but did I? That is annoying. Because I haven't got a way of hitting this. At least no way I'm aware of. I'm going to have to try and multi-shot that, which on top of multi-shotting this is not good. I've got Scythe, but I haven't got Marauder, that's on defense. I've got Scythe here. I don't know why I've got... Oh, Scythe. Yeah, I've got Scythe as well. Tarkin can do... Oh yeah, I forgot about that team. Bloody hell. I haven't tried that for ages. That one always seems to go hell in a handbasket for me. Well, let's just knock this out and we'll see what Tarkin can do. Oh, I'll tell you what though, I'm mad because everything had gone smoothly and then just one bleeding blip in Fleet. And Fleet's been going pretty good for me of late. Like, maybe some silly drops on, like, I don't know, Radishes or whatever, but generally these top battles I've been doing alright in. Yeah, it's the fact that I don't like that counter that I've been using Leviathan. This quite literally said, right, you're going to need to Leviathan mirror. I'm actually questioning, we gotta do that, do we? Nearly lost it, like my head. Forgot what battle I was in. Right, so they reinforce, Scimitar dies. They catch up with our speed. It's the trouble, we haven't got Mark 6, so we kind of, I wouldn't say we're stuffed, but we're sort of on the back burner a little bit. I'm hoping the fact that we got Scimitar out first means we were okay. I can't help but laugh there, Osprey. Catch really late. Yeah, this is... Ugh. I mean, I might as well now. Just see if we can get some banners back in this battle. Alright, we got through that. Now just for this potential headache. I am actually trying to remember what you do with this. Because again, it's been a long time since I've thought about this counter. That removes buffs, doesn't it? I'm just trying to think when defender or where defender's targeting. I assume it's got to be punishing one, but if counts to taunting, that's going to be a problem, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, we're going to have to wing this. Oh, go on, if you can tell me what I should or shouldn't do, I'd appreciate it, Rufada. I mean, I'm sure I did this a while ago, but that was, I think, before the two of the nerfs. I would say no, Jolito. Unless you are, like, you've got, say, nothing invested in any of them, like no shards at all, I wouldn't go near it. But even then, it would only really make sense if you're planning to go for one of them. Bit Dynasty, let's go there then. That's all I needed. That's strange, he hasn't got... Oh, never mind. They're on defense. The thing with that pack, Jolito, is you might have those two at 2 stars, but you could still pull one of the Imperial Remnants. So if you're not thinking about going for them, then again, it's a bit of a whiff. Not to mention you paying just for the shards, so I say paying, I crystals. You know, it's... Personally, I don't see much value in it. Yeah, I honestly don't like using the Galactic Republic fleets. That's half the reason they're on defense for me. I think I might need to search for it more specifically. I went past it. Here we go. We got that. Curious if he does mention the starting fleet here, because if not, the Scrab one might be the best. Yeah, that's triple attack at that. Okay. I don't know if you're still reading, Snappy, so I'm actually just going to carry on and just see if we can actually find a video. Oh, it looks like... oh. Never mind. When was this? 3 months ago? Grab's room looks a bit different though. Right. I've only got Scribe on mute just in case he's playing music or something that, you know, gets my video flagged. Unlikely, but you never know. And I'm at the point where I'm thinking I may need to actually listen. I'm assuming this is where he's going about it. TIE Fighter special on Punishing One. Basics, Houndstooth. Done Punching One. I'm guessing Vader with the buff clans or Scythe. Right, that makes sense. And then you're focusing on Punishing One. Okay. It looks here like Scribe's thinking I'm just going pummel Houndstooth just so I don't have to deal with it. Yeah, let's just, I know this is a little bit, how do I phrase it, uninteresting to a degree, just rewatching it, but I just want to be sure I nail it. So if I actually rewind right to the beginning, I'm assuming he does it on either Houndstooth or Punishing One. Yeah, Punishing One, cool. And it was basic with Vader on it. Yeah. You only want to say that you've seen Scribble moving at 2 times speed. Because I'm looking here, he did try to go for Punishing One, didn't he? But I think he just sort of thought, screw it, I'll just get Houndstooth out. Right. Give it a go. Yeah. With Punishing One being able to force a taunt back onto Houndstooth makes sense. There we go. Okay, so that gives a taunt there. We can steal the buffs. And the buffs, the taunt's going to go back there. Okay. Alright, offhand, I don't know if I do that. Something tells me just basic. Basic with Vader, okay? I remember he did that. community, okay. Okay. Yeah, I did miss Scythe. Alright, Punchimon's out. That's fine. I mean, this isn't clean, but I will take whatever I can get. Okay, they've got the perma contract. Can we stun? Not yet. Got you. Alright. I mean, I don't care. We got through it. I know we need to care enough to actually, you know, win the thing, but I'm just glad that we didn't drop. I know the stun isn't more damage. I was thinking more at that point I want to keep control. I'm not ignoring damage. Alright, I've lost that counter that I like there, so... Ugh, that'd have been another horrible situation. Oh yeah, Zori's starting. Okay, that's not bad. I mean, I feel better now that I've seen... Well, now I realise that. I do hold my hands up. I do look at things with a glance too often. I mean, I feel like the mirror's probably the best chance I had. Okay. Nothing like an absolute mess. I mean, we've got 4, they've got 2, so it's not that much of a mess, but still, I'm like, ugh. Alright, we just won't hit you. Come on, we can do that as well. It's fun, isn't it? Have I got any way of healing? Yeah, let's just do that. Screw it. We lose the banner on Lando. Right, is it enough?
Yeah.
5 banners in it. Right, I'll tell you what. I'm going to have a good drink of my coffee now before we start Crimson. Oh! Oh, man, I can't believe I'm just getting stuff like this. I wondered what was popping up. Oh, freebies are freebies. Do you ever get the feeling that I haven't used Traya much? I can't apply any of this on Nuke, can I? No, of course not. Okay. Let's go here. We just about won, Snappy. Just about 5 bleeding banners in it. I can't believe how close that was, though. That was not comfortable at all. Alright, I'm confused. Bit Dynasty's website, it's now missing that. It's missing all the Patreon stuff. Well, not even the Patreon stuff, the other stuff. There we go. Never mind. Never mind. I've got to put in all of Crimson's stuff again. So yeah, that's going to be an interesting start. I think it's better having one web browser open than 2. Well, 3 technically, because I have a 3rd browser for the music. That was just too tense at the end of that round. I mean, 5 banners in it, that was bad, but I really didn't like where that Leviathan loss put me, because that was just stressful. Cheers, Snappy. Hope I'll see you around. Wow, we got 3 packs here. Cool. 5 crystals. Yay! Against Levy, we did Levy Mirror. Yeah, I mean, Levy Mirror, it's fine. I don't think there's much that I'll be... Yeah, it's like, that one's kind of intriguing on my main, but the others, not so much. Yeah, not the greatest use of Sharp Chop currency I've ever done. Oh yeah, I did forget the prof one. Or at least in explaining it, I forgot. I mean, that was just a wind-up to me. It's like... Again, I feel like that's one of my more comfortable battles, so to lose that, I was like, oh, come on. Like losing on home turf. Alright, so last round, we did lose to Darth James. It's blatantly obvious what happened when you look at the board. I just run out of stuff by there. I mean, it took me 2 to take down Leia. Bane didn't get through. This wall, we did drop on Darth Revan Zalbar. Yeah, that was a little bit rough. And then on the back wall, I think I tripped on everything. Well, actually, no, I tripped on Trench, and then I just didn't have enough to deal with these, so... Yeah, that was unfortunate. Credit to Darth James, they cleared. I'm alright, Sopper, how are you doing? There were no drops on this wall. They dropped on Rey, so that's something. You know, if we're talking about feedback for myself, at least Rey did well. Nothing there, so I'm assuming the score dropped a little in Fleet. Yeah, it took 3 to get Exacta, so that's something. It might be that you've got the other bundles. Ironically, I can't see Grievous because I've got my R7. Yeah, I've seen Iden in the store. Nice one, MJ. I've got I've been playing a Galactus deck the last 24 hours. It's a bit of a goofy deck, but it's a bit fun. It's like, especially with the move location that's featured, it's kind of cool. You can just buff up multiple man as an A plan, and then worst comes to worst, you can just G-man a spare lane. Hala's probably still got some consistency. I mean, I'm glad she dropped off on the meta, but she's still alright. I think that I've lost a few to Hala of late, and it's like, okay. When it was every match, it's like, okay, this is getting a little bit boring now. But arguably, I'd say there's a load of those things still in the meta. Like, I think I've lost a couple today alone to Scream decks, and I'm like... I haven't seen a lot of Black Knight lately, I must say. Bit of an interesting flavour, that. I think Black Knight got hit really bad with that nerf. Don't know if they can afford to put it back on, though. That's the issue. I'm trying to think... Did they remove that it can't be destroyed, or that it can't have its power reduced? I know it was one of them. I can't remember which part, though. Can't be destroyed. Yeah, it does make sense because Shadow King's less prevalent than Shang-Chi, but it does make you wonder if they could afford to put the cannot be destroyed tag back in there, or sorry, that cannot be have the power reduced. That might make it more playable, to be honest. You know, you can still take it down with Shadow. Well, actually, no. I also don't know what I'm talking about. I'm that twisted, I don't know where I am. Alright. Let's just go through this compare. Who are we facing today? I've forgotten. Zero Kern. Alright. Zero Kern from Mandalorian Masters. They're ahead of me in GP. I'm 11.3, they're 12.5. Data's 294 to 369. Omi's 38 to 48. GG's to you. They've got all the GLs to my 6. Ralix 187 to 240. The breakdown of them. They're ahead on 9s and 8s. I'm slightly ahead on 7s. They're way ahead on 5s. Speeds. Yep, they're thrashing me here. 25s, I'm behind 56 to 94. 20s, I'm behind 216 to 275. 15s, I'm behind 378 to 540. Slightly ahead of me on Datacron rerolls, or at least I assume that's what the numbers are indicating. Modding looks a little bit sus in terms of just having speed sets. Offense set on Wampa. No mods on Treya. Wow. Okay, sorry, correction. Not no mods, but no sets on Treya. Wow. I mean, she's fast. 298. I'm not sure you need it that fast, but... Full health build on Ben. That's a very fast Tyrant. Yeah, some very interesting choices here. I'm not entirely sure I know what they've been going for. I mean, wow, that's a fast Sabine. .343 speed Sabine. I mean, it's only Rally 5 as well. You know what I mean? It's not like someone like Ada who's got like a Rally 9 and speeds it up just to say ta-da kind of thing. It's like, no, I just don't get that. Yeah, very odd. Alright. Oh, wrong window. Let's try it again. Yeah, I think that's the best way of phrasing it. Those are choices. Hey, Uptas, how you doing? We've just got through the first accounts with a 5-banner win. I didn't cope well with ships, I'll be honest. So, yeah, we're hoping it's going a bit better here. No drops there. How you doing yourself, man, by the way? All one-shots here. But I'm guessing they're just waiting. Yeah. Yeah. I'll say I like it when they wait. Like the ball's in my court. Alright, we're in position now. Let's see what they put. So we've got Ahsoka, no Ezra. We've got Queenie. We've got Jab Jab. Oh. See if we can type correctly. We've got Saw. And we've got Boss Nass chilling where you guys can't see. So, interesting selection. We've got Lord Vader with Apo but no CX2. I haven't seen this in a hot minute. Bastila JML Watt. Got Rey Ezra Ben. Got Leia. And JMK. Right, this guy's trying to break me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's a full GL wall. Plus another 2 on the other wall. So 7 GLs to my 6. Plus, I've only got a certain number on offense, so yeah, I've got Xenia on the top in my head. What, are you trying to break me? Okay, I think we could do something with Bastila that's not super crazy. Before we kick off, actually, let me just put my teams in because with moving over here, I haven't actually kept tabs of what they are. So we got JML available, we got Sith Eternal, we got Philo, so we've got 3 GLs. I can't help but laugh at that. All that they've got, and yeah, I've got somehow beat it with 3 GLs. Alright, Adrad. Might as well just say him as we see him. Rage Area Training. That'll get used today. Raver, because that's what Gran's going to be using. Maybe we can do something with Padme, like at some point Gidme. I'll leave it there as a tentative thing. Bo-Katan. Veers for the troopers. Dia for Aaron. Got Treya. Wampa. I'll put Bam just in case there is something that we can do there. Again, not expecting it. We got Emperor Palpatine for Starkiller if we can do that. Got Talzin if we need to do some Night Sistering, which I suspect we will have to do. Got Malgus. Bane. I think I've got CLS available. I don't think he's on defense. I can see Dash there. We got Dabbod. Branch. We got Finfinzori. We've got Sid and his Kron. In a break glass in case of emergency, we've got Dark Trooper Moff Gideon. Again, just add some of these characters to the long list of they need work. We got Bad Batch if we need them. Again, I repeat this, I'm doing this as much for future rounds as this one. I really want a chance to use Gar and ISC. I'm going to put them down just as a reminder, but I don't think we're going to get a chance anytime soon. Yeah, I think we're at the bottom of the usable barrel. The only other thing I want to put down is Wedge. Wedge is sometimes nice if we see an Adrad. Alright. With all that in mind, how are we going to conquer this slot? First thing that comes to mind is Night Sisters there. Cross our fingers and pray. Dabbod Bulba. Can do Gungans. I'm pretty sure he can anyway. Try a Queenie. Raver JMK. They've gone for the FU comp for Ray, so that means we've got to slacker it. But then we can afford to do Bo-Katan on Ahsoka. We can do JML on Lord Vader. We do Bane on Leia, D on JML, and don't really know about Saw. See it? I mean, there's a lot of maybes in that group, but I feel like at least there's a plan. Just want to have a quick look at the jab. R7 and R5 and R5. Oh, and no Chrysanthemum. Wow. That's nice. They went for the Smuggler Cron. The Smuggler Cron stop Night Sisters? Yeah, I haven't got insight, so I can't chat. Let me have a look in Discord. Maybe someone's popped a message in there in the past saying about it. Oh, hang on. Am I the only one who wishes Discord was just a little bit more easier to search for things? Yeah, I can't see anything. See, there's a bit of me that thinks it wouldn't, because Plague seems more, I would say passive, but I'm struggling to word what I'm thinking about Plague, but I'd have thought it would play into the hands of the Smuggler Cron. I don't know. I've put a question out in my Discord, or my guild's Discord. I'm going to just see if anyone responds. In the meantime, let's focus on these teams. So, JML and Lord Vader. That seems like a good place to start. All right, pop that. Pass that to Luke. Stun the sides. They're Order 66. Order 66-iness. It's a fun one to try and say. Okay, we're going to basic on Royal Guard, Armor Shred Lord Vader. Just a little bit wary. I don't want what happened last time happen again. 6 dots. We are okay. Let's do that. It's 3v3 Ada. This is with the Datacron for Apo, which doesn't require all to be clones. Let's just do that and pass to JML. You're doing alright though, Ada. Right, let's just dunk him. Yeah, we're doing alright. I'll be honest, I've just had an intense round of 3v3 on my main. Battle Fries, thank you for the follow. Hello there. Wow, I went super posh then. Pulled the posh side out of me I didn't know I had then. Alright, let's stand that there. Oh! Can you please stop giving me the EBGBs? Go on, we'll do another armor shred. I'm not enjoying any of this. Come on, pop a taunt up again. Pop a taunt up again. Oh, of course you've got Bleeding Order 66, haven't you? Alright, ability blocks. Just stand it there. I don't think we one-shot this, in short. Yeah, Cal's dead. Yeah, I mean, I'll submit it because we got the clone now, but... Okay. People are working me today. I feel like if I haven't got my watch on me, but I think if you could judge my heart rate, it'd be through the roof right now. Let's just get C in here. Let's just deal with this. Okay, so Tank Taxi. Link. Link. And now we wait. I almost want a full auto, but I know that's not efficient. So if you haven't done this battle before, essentially we have to wait for 4 minutes of the 5 to play out, and then we trigger the ult. And it's purely because you want to make sure you got enough damage on C. I did one like this the other day with Ahsoka, to be fair, and I didn't realise there was a way of taking Ahsoka out like that. Or if I did, I'd forgot. You know what, if I go auto basic, surely I'm fine. Because we're just going to keep it in JML anyway. We just have to give Papa Palps enough time to kill them once he's in ult. I mean, in terms of gameplay, it's riveting, isn't it? It was probably a touch more entertaining when I had Watt here, just for the fact that it was like a Watt off. Alright, I think with 90 seconds we can afford to let him loose. I'm gonna have to reread that part of his leadership though. I know that it works, but I can't actually explain it without looking at it. If I could leave it until after the ads had finished, I would, but I apologise to Twitch. Alright, Newcomb. This is the hope now. We've got enough to just punch through that protection up. Yes. Good. All right. There we go. I was hoping it'd show. All right. I'm sorry about that, those of you on Twitch. I just did not realize the ad break was coming in. All right, next up, First Order. Oh, not you, you. I know I've got a Kron that's got that one. That's the one I want. Found it before I had to explain it. So ideally we poke Ezra. There we go. That's the start we wanted. And because we can't really do much on Ezra, I'll just focus on Ray for a second. Poke Ben, because we don't want him doing things. Go on, we'll hit Ben some more, because we can at least then... Oh, cool, cool. Okay. Alright, Ezra down. Can't damage him, but we can poke him. Does that hit that? Yeah, cool. We're at 99, so I'm going to swipe. Okay, terrible banners, but we got through it. Okay, Bane time. Vader didn't do me... Or he didn't grant me luck last time, shall we say, so... Let's see if this is better. Alright, we'll just do that. Does that... No, he doesn't die. Wow, okay. He's hanging in there. Now he's dead. Right, we'll just focus on getting R2 out. Why? Okay, permakill on Drogon, great. Means if worse comes to worse and there's an ult, Drogon isn't back. But hopefully we haven't got to worry about that. Hopefully. Alright, Shay's got her ult. Here comes the pain. Most irritating thing about taking out GLs is that they'll take 2 turns to your 1. Or sometimes 3. 55, right. Inquisitorius. 1, 2, 3... Let's go for that. Let's get Torture on. We've got the AoE, so hope we can do some things with that. Alright, Kenobi gone. Let's put that on Grand, because even though I want Raver to hang around, keeping Grand around is bigger. Oh, okay. Really need to get Cat out. And we do, cool. This means nothing, but it's a warm-up, I guess. Alright, a blocked heal immunity, actually, that's alright. I didn't think we were going to get there. Right, let's heal up Raver. Even though they can ignore Taunt, I feel like Raver's probably going to take a few hits. I'll say they, Kenobi. Right. Alright. 55. We will take. So, it's just a clean up here we need. I am all ears. Maybe we do that. Yeah, we haven't got a plan for him, so hopefully we're in a good position. Yeah, there's nothing there that I feel like they need, so Cronless. I'm not feeling comfortable here. Yeah, there's the days I was worried about. Yeah, that ain't working. Is there something in there that I didn't realise? Yeah, there's nothing really there for Lord Vader. He was just really annoying. Yeah, I haven't got like a Bamcron or anything. I wonder if there's something that Nest could do. Go on, we'll do that. Oh, Bama, you really should have stepped in there. They should, as if he had a goddamn right to do it. It would have been helpful. Yeah. Forfeit. I just don't know what I can kill it with. I mean, I'm looking at Dark Trooper Moff Gideon, maybe that, or is there any wiggle room with, say, something French related? No. I mean, to do Remnants, it would have to be a TIE fighter. Yeah, this is rough. I've got so many things that are locked in for other counters that I can't afford to shift anything. I mean, I got Trey locked in, hadn't I? Yeah, Trey's for Quad May. Here we go. I've got to take down Ahsoka, Queen Amidala. It's level 15. I actually don't... I mean, to be honest, right, I've probably lost the round at this point, but I don't know what could take down the Gungans that I've got free. I mean, I haven't got a good Mon Mothma. I haven't got Luthen. And I've used my Jedi to try and take out Lord Vader the first time. Well, I say that. Jedi I've got left, that'd be Revan. Well, hang on, let me move my cam. Yeah, no Cal. This cleanup I'm stuck on. I've already thrown 4 at it. I've tried imps. I've tried like a Dash Nest team. And I've tried Dot Trooper Moff Gideon. Without Luthen, I don't think it has any shot against Lord Vader. Balls on defense. What I've got listed here that isn't planned for the North Wall: Darth Revan, Radis, Adrad, Rego Training, Padme, Wampa, EP, Malgus, CLS, Trench, Finn, Sidious Kron, Bad Batch. If there was a gas, I've got Gar Saxon and like a wedge team if I saw an Adrad. And as far as Rebel Fighters, if we did Mon Mothma, we have obviously Mon. We could do Kyle and probably HRS into, yeah. So HRS would die straight away to Lord Vader, yeah. No Afra. EP. Don't Starkiller might be available. I say that because I was going to use it with Seer, but if I can get away with using Seer without Starkiller, then we have got Starkiller. Okay. If anything, can then gauge the bat wall. Okay. I mean, if there was one reason to use that special as well, it's the TM game for Palps. But, yeah. Okay, bat wall. Alright, thanks for the suggestion there, by the way, as far as Starkiller. Beskar. Ben. And Dash. Okay. Okay, I haven't seen that part of Lord Vader's kit in a while. Alright, Wampa. Something tells me Sidious can do that. I might be wrong, but I've got a feeling he can. That's a Sarnacron down there, so I figure we need something with debuffs. The irony of shooting away DTMG. Yeah, JKR could be a good shout. Hey up, Everton. We could do Adrad here. And I almost wanted to say Finn, but I don't think that fits there. Yeah, I think Sid should be right there, but I'm actually thinking... I mean, if we get to that point, maybe Mal... Oh. I'm guessing that's a Smuggler Cron again. Oh no, it's riposte. Alright, we should be alright with that. Okay. Let's get through this front top wall, because the thing is, I've dropped so much on that Lord Vader that it probably doesn't matter what I do now, but let's just try and give him a game at least. I mean, honestly, as soon as I saw the number of GLs down, that I wouldn't say I felt defeated, but it was a knock to my confidence. So we could really do with just recouping a little bit. Alright, let's do it. Essentially, I'm in the middle of a very tough round. My opponent's got a lot more than I've got. That's the, like, nuts of it. A lot of the time, people don't go so heavy. At least based on my experience. They balance what they use on offense and defense more, whereas my opponent has really put a lot down for me to face. Alright, one down. Right, Ahsoka's getting close to her ult. Right, full auto from here. Could take a hot minute, but we should be fine. I know the other day I used BAM instead of Paz, but I don't think it's that big a difference. Alright, that's a bummer in terms of we lost Paz once. Those counterattacks from Ahsoka, it's very easy to get fed up of them. Come on, Bo. Can we wrap this up? There we go. Alright, next up, Traya. Right, we should be able to wrap this up in under 3 minutes. Queenie does like to hide back there. Oh, okay. You can poke your head out. Don't kill her, don't kill her. Oh. Duck. Yeah, we lose Traya, damn it. Okay. Granted, the bros are still standing, but that was just not what I wanted. Yeah, I didn't even actually get an isolate off. If I had the chance, I would have done that. It was more just a case Traya was down before I even really had a go at it. Alright, yeah, sketchy territory again. Do I have anything with CD? That'll do. That's it. Go for Talzin. Not the Marin. Okay, granted, I've just realised no curse. I saw it earlier, I actually forgot to flag it again. I was more concerned in case the smuggler cron had a part, but the plague shouldn't nullify it. Right, auto basic between the pair of them. I'm not even too bothered if he goes for a Sarge and manages to knock her out. It looks like that's what he wants to do. Might not have the oomph to do it, but he's trying. Hey, it's working. Slowly but surely we got there. I mean, I get what you were saying, Ruth, as far as obviously Pyrrhus does have that big impact in the team, but I think it was probably a safe bet just using something like this than trying to experiment and see what could beat it. And no curse probably did help. Hello, puppy dog. You been missing me or something? Let's go for Bolsnas. I thought we hit under protection. Like, I thought we didn't have to worry about the shield. I could have sworn I did this the other day. Because if anything now, I'm just feeling confused. Alright, I'm genuinely confused, like... I'm just going to prioritize the shield if it's going to play like that. Alright, I mean, that was messier than I intended it to be, but we won. Okay, it's not the nasty level 6 for Saw. We got armor pen anywhere? Go on, we'll apply that. You got a jar from your shard trap pack? I got Kanan. I don't think I won out, let's say that. Alright, Crew's just chilling there for us. Alright, throw some rocks at Saul. I mean, I would use that, but I'm not sure I see the point, so I might as well just basic. Ooh, okay. Yeah, no point carrying on. Bleeding one-shotting me. Move Malgus up there. I don't really know what we're going to do about Bam, but maybe Finn can do something. Safe to say we've definitively lost this round, by the way. All our opponents got to do is clear ships and not drop. So unless they have a mare, yeah. Right, let's just basic on this dude, I guess. So essentially talking about you want to mod every member of a team rather than just making sure certain characters are fast. Ooh, that was not comfortable. I'm going to say IG-12 is quite easy to get fast. You know, he's a good one to work on in that way. I used that bot against the Gungans. But I tried Seer against it and Taran got nuked. To be fair, it isn't the level 6 that's annoying. You know what I mean? It could have been seen as overkill. But saying that, it wouldn't have been because we actually lost it. Might just be something where you need to like wait for the refresh. Alright, I'm going to go with the one that I feel comfortable with. Unless he's dealing damage, I'm not entirely sure what Hu Yang does here. I could have sworn they'd done a Malevolence Light Speed bundle, to be fair. And, or maybe I'm just thinking Negotiator. I know they have done a Negotiator one. Oh, does it? Right. one way of catching up, isn't it? Yeah, I knew they'd done Negotiator in the past. Did feel a while ago. You know, as amusing as this battle can be, there is also a point when you're just like, alright, Womp, can we just ramp up? He goes from like hitting where you're not really feeling it to suddenly getting her in the yellow. It's like, come on, man, can we have a mid-ground where you see it happening quicker? May the put forth be with you, Sopper. Oh, May the 5th now, but I guess. Yeah, I'm going to say, I think anything that can save signal data is worth consideration. Obviously, if you can afford it, if you can justify it, all that yada 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 stuff. Alright, we're getting there. We can actually see we've dealt some damage. Malik or gas, I'm guessing. Yeah. Alright, that was a bad idea. But this feels like it's worse. Yep, that's why I said it felt worse. No, man. This Power Grand Arenas have broke me. I am just mentally drained. They have not been kind. Been two opponents who've effectively gone F you. And I get it, we're all after wins, we're all after crystals. No complaints in that regard, but still, it does feel a bit like, alright. I've been given the runaround today, and I don't like it. Yeah, you're definitely going to need the Zetas for the event. Certainly not advisable without them. Alright, that went well. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm honestly at the point of packing in here. I just haven't got it in me to carry on. Like I say, this has just broke me. Alright, we got through that one. But I genuinely feel like I'm at the bottom of my roster now. So yeah, I'm calling it. Zero, well done. Tried to give you a game, but you had too much for me. Yeah. Bit of a bummer, that. Alright, so we had a win on... Oh, hang on. Where am I going? Don't know what's happening. Alright, never mind. Alright, so we had a win on Tamin, loss on Crimson. De La Vie. So, with that in mind, I'm clocking off. I'm going to see if I can find someone for it to raid. Anyone I know online. Actually, I don't think this is the button I want because it's showing all you guys' names. That's weird. Well, it's weird in the sense of why the button was doing that. Yeah, I've been meaning to do Conquest this time because I do want some of the rewards from in there. I'm gonna have to sit down tonight or tomorrow and just get it done. Yeah, I'm clocking off, Brad. How you doing, man? Alright, we're going raid into RSG. Get the raid ready. Sounds like a good day, Brad. Alright, I've had follows from, if I can just find my button for it. I've had a follow from Everton Best and Battle Fries, and we had a raid from Womprat, so thank you very much, Womprat. Alright, let me get my raid screen back on so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, try again. There we go. Alright, so... Oh, I think I might have actually hit the raid button. I don't know. Alright, I'm going, alright. See you folks. Bye for now.